And welcome to the latest edition of Untitled Reviews. Now this time around we're going to be taking a look at one of the newest additions to Cherry's wireless range, the GENTIX Desktop. And it's certainly clear to say that from the box art, it definitely looks the part. And is a reflection of the more modern direction that the company look to be heading in. At a price of $35.99, it's similar to the likes of Logitech's MK345, certainly marking it out as one of the more affordable sets within today's market. And inside the box you get the desk set itself, complete with included 2.4 GHz wireless receiver, 4 included AAA batteries, and some documentation and warranty info. Now, one thing I am going to do for this particular review, for both design and performance, is take the keyboard and mouse separately. So first up, it's going to be the design of the included mouse with this particular set. Now, it's this particular mouse that gives the GENTIX Desktop its namesake, being the centerpiece of this set, a wireless variant of Cherry's ever popular and ever affordable GENTIX mouse. Now, with this you get a choice between 1000 and 2000 DPI, that is the resolution and how quickly the cursor moves across the screen, which is pretty decent for a mouse that's included within a desktop combo. It features a rather nice symmetrical design, with a mixture of hard plastics and rubberized sides for comfort. You see those on both. And it's this, really, thanks to this, that gives the GENTIX it's this kind of combination of a premium set and also something that's comfortable. It's a mouse that's been known for its mix of affordability and standout features over the years, and this certainly extends into the desk set's design. So, onto the GENTIX Desktop's keyboard then. How does that feel? Well, it is unfortunately slightly cheaper feeling than the mouse, but does feature an entirely plastic construction with a small little wrist rest on the bottom in a similar vein to sets of old. Now for the price, it's certainly a relatively solid feeling board, although you might experience some deck flex under heavy load if you're a particularly harsh typist. Where it does stand out amongst other desktop sets at this particular price range is that it features both integrated status LEDs and multimedia keys, which are vital to improving productivity, especially when you're working from home. They're within an arm's reach at the top right hand side of the keyboard. Unfortunately, this isn't true for those particular media keys which are unfortunately recessed into the board. It's quite easy to miss them if you happen to glance down at the board for a split second, and it would have been better, certainly for me, if they'd been raised, not recessed, like it is with the Stream Desktop. For me, the fact that they're quite easy to miss does mean that there is a kind of lack of intuitiveness about them. But overall, to be honest, for the price, you can't really argue with how solid the keyboard feels. As with any desktop set, the kind of main question is, well, how does it perform in a kind of day-to-day usage? Well, it's worth noting for the GENTIX Desktop that and as per its price to performance ratio, it does represent pretty good value for money, and $35.99 certainly makes it a worthwhile purchase, with it offering a comfortable and enjoyable user experience. Now, taking the GENTIX mouse on its own, for instance, I've been a great fan of it as an office mouse for a very long time, especially its 4K variant, which I think represents some of the best value for money in the peripherals market today. I believe if you go back and have a look at the first video on this channel, it was actually the GENTIX 4K, so you can find out more about my thoughts by going and having a look at that. And this wireless variant is a rather damn good option for including with a desktop set. And to be honest, maybe a standalone wireless GENTIX in the future would sell by the absolute bucket load. Now, as I say, it's adjustable 1000 or 2000 DPI thanks to this little button on the top. Is absolutely perfect for an office setting, as is also the fact it connects via 2.4 GHz wireless. It's especially good if you're working from home at the moment and you don't want wires kind of cluttering up your wonderfully tidy desk, of course. One thing that's hard to argue with on this particular mouse and keyboard set is the 3-year battery life, which is handled by those little AAA batteries you saw me allude to earlier. And to be honest, as I say, I adore the GENTIX as a bit of kit, and including it here is an inspired decision. And now the same for the keyboard. How does this perform in day-to-day settings? Well, of course, its relatively solid construction is a big contributor to the typing experience you get with the GENTIX Desktop. It offers a membrane key action, which by comparison to, say, scissor action keyboards like Cherry's KC6000 Slim or even the Stream Desktop, it does feel maybe a little bit spongy. But to be honest, with the price you're paying, the membrane key action offered here is good enough for the price. It's absolutely perfect for day-to-day use, and there's kind of no real marked issues with how it feels. Now, one thing I do feel is kind of important to note is that the version I have here is German, but the GENTIX Desktop is available in kind of pretty much every language variant, so you won't be left in the dark if you want a GB, a French, or an Italian layout, amongst others. So, in conclusion then, should you buy Cherry's GENTIX Desktop? Well, overall it is absolutely worth the money, exceeding its price point greatly. Certainly on the mouse side of the equation, the wireless GENTIX is an absolute revelation when it comes to affordable mice without the cord. Now, the keyboard does have a couple of minor issues that could be alleviated in a future iteration perhaps. Scissor action keys would have been great, although that may push up the cost somewhat. Meaning, and fundamentally the GENTIX Desktop is designed for those with perhaps a lower budget. And for those particular people, it fulfills their needs perfectly. It is pretty much, hard to argue with the $35.99 price tag and the overall package you're getting for the money. Now, all that remains to be said is that if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. To follow us on Twitter and Instagram, links should be appearing on the screen roughly about now. And also, if you'd like any of the kit that we feature in these videos, be it the GENTIX Desktop or otherwise, then there will be an Amazon link down in the description where you can pick it up. So thank you very much for watching.